Welcome to Scenario 2 in the Heroes Only run, where we're setting off for adventure. By a stroke of good fortune, Elwin rescued Liana from her would-be kidnappers, the Imperial Knights. However, with Rhaegar forces still in pursuit, Loren, Lord of Salroth, concluded it impossible to defend her in his remote lands. So after a night of consideration, a stool, a shrine where Liana served as a shrine maiden, was selected as the safest hiding place. When dawn broke, Elwin and Loren set out to escort Liana along the road to a stool, which henceforth shall be known as a stole. However, unwilling to relent in their pursuit, an Imperial detachment led by Liana and Laird awaited them at the crossroads. So you don't get lonely. We fail if either her or Elwin falls in defeat. Neither of which will be. If I got any say so. First things up, we want to check out the equipment. Can we buy anything good? Not really. Just the usual, but we will get a cloak. Every little bit's gonna help, and it's all he can equip right now, so he will get that. Talking about our leading man right there. Hein will benefit from a cloak as well too, every little bit of defense, because we're gonna turn him into a frontline fighter this battle, whether he wants to be one or not. So we don't want to lose him either. Scott is just playing a supportive role purely. Might even turn him into a bit of a scavenger. Or an archaeologist, do some digging, see what he can unearth. Some hidden treasures await us in this battle, and we don't want to pass up on either one of them. So there is that. And we'll be seeing them shortly. First, let's saute. See if we can sort this mess out. You must find stronger allies to offer protection. Though I am Lord of Salroth, even my forces cannot stand against the Rhaegar Empire. To pursue Liana, the Empire must have some special plans for her. Special plans. Oh. Recently, it has been invading every neighboring kingdom that does not submit to the Kaiser's will. Indeed, there must be more to their ambitions than first apparent. Perhaps if Liana were guarded within a stole shrine of light, their efforts would be stymied. You're right! The great shrine priest can surely help us. They have so much faith in this priest. I want to know his backstory. I'm sorry, everyone. It seems I've become an ever greater burden. Pity me. Please don't think like that. It's not your fault. The journey to a stole is far too dangerous for you to undertake alone, Liana. You're just a girl. Quiet, Hein. I'm more curious as to why the Empire is after you. And with that purpose, it appears my aimless journey is no longer so aimless. Everyone, thank you so much. Got you wrapped around my little finger, Well, Father, I shall take leave of you now. This is a great opportunity for you to apply your education, young Scott. Study well, and use what I have taught you to aid Elwin and his companions. Those straight A's better not have been for nothing. Elwin, I entrust you with Liana's safety. Scott, please look after her on the road to a stole. As you order, Father. Yeah, that's the voice I want from him, Father. Alright, let's be off. Still haven't found one for Hein yet. What the? Seems we have some unexpected guests. Of the Rhaegar variety. Budget brand. Well, not really. There they are! Their progress was even slower than anticipated! What? It's the Blue Dragon Knights! We, the Blue Dragon Knights, are charged with obtaining custody of Lady Liana. By edict of the Kaiser, if you value your lives, do not interfere in our mission. Liana, pay them no mind. Hein is right. There's no reason for you to acquiesce to the demands of those Imperials, those ruffians, those scallywags. Knights of the Empire, you are trespassers in my territory. Your forces have no business intervening here. Leave the way you came. I'm afraid we cannot do that, Lord Loren. You leave us no choice. Knights, we will take Liana by force. Elwin, I will stay here and cut off their path. Take Lady Liana north along this road. It leads to a stole. Do not worry about me. You can't waste any more time. I don't know how long I can hold them off, so you'd better hurry. This old man's knees, you know. They're gonna give. Alright, we'll do what we can for you. Turn 1. Can I really protect Liana? Better question is, do I want to? So we will change our instructions. Should he head north along the road alone? Yes, he should. Liana, head north along the road to a stole. We'll hold them off. You look tough. You can take them. Okay. Thanks for nothing. Yeah, she's a big girl. And we're not worried. She's got a few monks by her side as well. They're defensive, if nothing else. Unfortunately, we are no match for the Imperials with our current manpower. I will hold the line. Please hurry down the road to a stole. Because that's why they gave it the 2 O's, right? We gotta draw it out, right? I can't say a stool and not giggle. I know it's childish, but yeah, I make that connection when I say it like that. So a stole it will be. So we're going to try to make this battle as quick as possible. Scenarios 2 through 4 in Der Langrisser can be notoriously lengthy, particularly 3 and 4. I will take care of their commander. The rest of you after the girl. Yes, sir! You dare interfere? Then prepare to meet a swift end. And that went poorly for him. Even having an innate advantage against the pikeman, he took 3 damage and now he has to waste his next turn recovering. Good job, soldier. That's why you don't have a unique name. Or portrait. Now he did a little better. He's still at 8, so he's still active. But yeah, they're not off to a strong start. I'm not impressed. So anyway, this is one of my least favorite scenarios in the game because it can be longer than... Hold on. General Leon! Leon! Villagers in the Imperial's borders are under attack. Monsters are inflicting heavy casualties on the villagers. Leon! Leon! What? Then my hometown could be in danger. If I don't return to defend them... No, that's too horrible to think of. Colonel Laird, I leave you in charge. I must hurry to the village. Yes, sir. General, will you be alright by yourself? I'm speaking up so I can assert my authority. I can deal with the monsters on my own. You are to complete our mission here. Understood, sir. I don't know how I'll live without you. I love you. We are acting under Imperial orders. This is your last warning. Do not get in our way. I will not allow you to do as you wish. At all costs, I will stop you. And maintain my poise. Don't be a fool. How can you hold back all our forces alone? Consider this carefully. Don't throw your life away. I cannot back down. While I live, you will not capture that girl. Even if you are the Imperial Blue Dragon Knights, I will not be easily bested. I am the descendant of Hawking. Similar words have been spoken by those who lie dead and buried. If death is the only way, then have at you! Alright, so Laird is going to be a bit of a nuisance, but we don't want to kill him, or defeat him rather, because that will have a ripple effect. And, Liana, break through and run for it! Run! Okay. It's not like you're helping anyway. So we're not going to change our directions just yet. We will later, most likely. So much to say. First, we'll start off with this man. I don't think we need to try to take out everybody, so here we come. Just get him off the map. Again, I am bested by you. Damn it! Again? So was he the goon that we took out in the last scenario? Because it looked like he died in that one. Hey, Fireball and Force Heal. That's a hell of a level. 2 wonderful spells right off the bat. Excellent. Another reason why I made him Bishop. So there you go. But if I'm not mistaken, Leon said that his commander perished. That was his exact word. Usually when someone perishes, they're dead. Yeah? Anyway. So Hein and Scott are going to continue to head north along the road with Liana. Loren is going to hold things down here. Because it's payback time. How dreadful. I cannot permit Imperial scum to roam freely in my lands. And... okay, good start. He took no damage. Now, he's got good stats, don't get me wrong, but against horsemen who have an innate advantage against soldiers, or infantry, which he is, he usually takes a point or 2 there, but hey, he's looking pretty sturdy right now. I hope that'll bode well for the rest of the battle. Because I would prefer if he survives. If he lives through this, well, I keep saying see, he won't die, but if he doesn't retreat, he will give us a great sword, which would be handy. Even though I don't know if I have anybody right now who can equip it besides Scott, which doesn't help out because based on the results thus far from the poll in the first video, whatever route we end up on, it's definitely not going to be the light route. So That's kind of limiting who we're going to have access to. Will you change your instructions for Liana? Nah, just yet, thank you. Or then again, yes I will. She gonna head north alone? No. Liana, you'll be safe at my side, but I don't care. I'm not confident I can protect you, no. But Hain's stepping up. Don't worry, I'll protect her. Will you entrust Hein with... Nah. Little too eager, Hein. Why not leave her to me then? I've heard about girls. Will you ask Scott to protect Liana? Sure. Time to put those studies to the test. I appreciate your kindness. Stop staring at my butt though, please. Yeah, and take good care of her. Fear not, I will ensure her safety. From the rear. Hein, have you learned the spell attack, by the way? It can increase the attack power of one of our hired units for 1 turn. Of course, you won't find me a fool when it comes to support magic. You damn dirty liar. Hein, you have not learned attack yet. That was just an outright fib, but we'll let it slide. He'll get it before the end of this fight. Right on time. It'll be useful for the remainder of the game, so it's good to have that early on. Now, as far as Hein, he's on a one-man mission to get that attack boost, which is hiding in the mountains there. Gonna make up for the one he didn't get last scenario because of necessity, we'll say. Scott, really just kind of on standby. Not really looking to do too much with him. Loren is going to have to hold Lair down himself, and as much as I would love that experience from his horsemen, it's not really worth it right now. Again, since we're not hiring troops, we have to plan out the battles a little bit different and very carefully. Can't go about it my usual way. Gonna have to pick up some new tricks, I think. Old dog's just gonna have to learn to adjust. Go for a new bone. Now, his pikemen shouldn't have too much trouble against Laird's henchmen. Laird himself will be an issue. Very hard to kill without our assistance. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, if Loren falls, it's fine. He won't die yet. And we can make do without the sword. It would have been nice, but we'll live. What's more important is that we pick up the secret tiles on this map, by far. And next turn, we should be able to get that with Hein, so that's good. If I remember my spots correctly, we're going to send Scott... We want to keep him close. We don't want him to jet ahead of the pack. He could do that with that movement. But we're going to restrain him in order to restrain her. So it's very useful that you get the option to kind of steer her in whatever direction you want to go. And Loren so far is holding it down over here, so don't have to be too concerned with him. That's a plus. But it's back on Laird. He usually aims for the pikemen first, which is good. Saving Loren for last. That fight, it can end in a number of ways. And I'm not anxious to see the turnout. Okay, they did a point of damage, which is good. It would be nice if he attacked while his men are on the mountain, but he's probably not going to do that. AI leaves something to be desired when it comes to aggression. But Elwin doesn't have any problems in that department. And so far, we're getting the RNG to roll in our favor, not leaving anybody behind. Now, Hein, at the top of the hill, you see a large, mysterious tree. You notice strange fruits scattered about beneath it. Hedge apples. You want to taste one? Sure, I've always been curious if hedge apples were edible. See what this tastes like. A surge of power flows instantly through your body. Attack raised by 1 point, bringing him to a whopping 25, which is extremely useful right now because, again, we're going to have him get up close and personal momentarily. As soon as those enemies get closer. And you already know there will be reinforcements, so look forward to that. While I brought it up, does anybody know if hedge apples are edible? I see those sometimes growing where I live. Google it if you've never heard of them. I really wonder. I heard that they are a natural insect repellent or a spider repellent. But beyond that, I don't really know much about them. Kind of curious. So if you know, please let me know. If they are edible, I might go and collect some next time I see them. So that's probably not the smartest thing to do. Yeah, I have to remember people have eaten Tide Pods. Anybody listening to this? I'm pretty sure none of my viewers are eating Tide Pods, but just to be safe, if you see wild fruit and vegetation growing, don't be so quick to eat it. I know that our ancestors and forefathers were known for such things, but The world is a different place. All of the land and soil is not so clean. There's a lot of poisons and toxins they didn't have to deal with, in addition to just fruits and vegetables naturally being toxic in many instances. So, you heard it here first. Be careful. Don't do what I do. And it's not to say that I haven't eaten wild fruit and vegetation before. I have, and I did clean it off thoroughly, but I did have one bad experience doing that. Thankfully, I have a strong constitution, a strong stomach, which is why I did it in the first place. So I took advantage of my strong immunity, but I don't know if I do that these days. I'm not as hardy as I used to be, so... Again, don't do as I say here. I don't want to set anybody up. But I think you're all pretty sharp cookies, so I don't think you would act on something I said anyway when it comes to that. You can all think for yourselves. It's a wonderful gift. Don't relinquish it. I wish we did it more. Just think for ourselves, you know. Don't just be led like a leash dog by what everybody else is saying. Particularly the media. Oh, the media will just really just pull you into the circus if you let it, so don't be so quick to just believe what you hear. Don't believe the hype. You know, just because it's for sale doesn't mean it's to be sold. Just because they can tell it doesn't mean it's to be told. And back to the game. Not too many real world topics here. We want to keep this space pure if we can. So, yeah, Scott and Liana are making their way northward, homeward bound. Loren is down to 2 men, about to be 1. Oh, but wait, they got him down to 7. I didn't even pay attention. Great, so he's going to waste a turn treating himself, and that will delay him a little bit. But he's back at full health, which is unfortunate. It's almost better if he's at 9 or 8, so he can't do full damage. But we'll take it. We will take it. And gonna get Elwin a little bit closer, but first, if we can use Hein, get in the trees, get that 20% defense. And, oh, didn't finish them off, but he did take very minimal damage, which was the whole point of putting him there. Not even gonna attack with Elwin just yet, because we want to keep him moving. We don't want him to fall behind, because I've already given up so much experience, I don't want to make that a habit when I can help it. And because we can manipulate her movement, it is possible to take out the remaining enemies who will be appearing shortly. Again, Loren, I don't want to lose him, but at this point, it's not looking too good for him. I'm not going to sweat it. Again, he's not going to die. He'll just retreat. We won't get a sword. Big whoop, big loss. Not really. Because he's such a dummy, he had every opportunity to move to more advantageous terrain and get the advantage, which would have made a huge difference. Instead, he gave the mountain to Loren, or instead he gave the mountain to Laird, who didn't need it. But it's just going to be that much harder to kill. Oh well. At least Hein's doing good. Got Fireball for himself now. And making Elwin a bishop, they're going to really copycat each other a lot as far as magic. They both are going to learn Fireball and attack very early. Elwin does him one better though. He gets access to Force Heal, which is not as good as regular heal, since it can only target a certain battalion or division, but it's still better than nothing. Oh, but we've got enemy reinforcements. It's an ambush. Oh, shit. I'll slow them down. You must break through. Don't let them harm Liana. Because I can't be bothered to protect her myself. Now, even though I prefer the Genesis version of this music, it's still good stuff. I'm just kind of bobbing my head over here. You can't see it. Still good. I just think the Sega soundtrack just really brings out the qualities of this particular soundtrack very well. Don't get me wrong, a lot of games do sound better in their Super Nintendo version, but I think this is one of the exceptions. Again, it's all about how you use those sound chips. I know a lot of people think that the Genesis Mega Drive just has innately inferior music capabilities. And it's funny because there are some people who swear by it over anything else from that era. So, personal preference, you know, it's very subjective. I will always maintain that I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses. In certain instances, depending on what type of sound you're going for, I feel like the Super Nintendo shines in certain areas where the Genesis doesn't, and the Genesis, or Mega Drive if you prefer, shines in areas where the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom does not. But again, in the end, the decision is up to you, what you like and why. I said it in one of my Langrisser 2 videos. I think if you want to You're doing well. Keep heading down the road. Don't stop for nothing. We'll stay by our side momentarily. But no, if you want a orchestrated symphonic type of sound, I think that the Super Nintendo mimics that better. If you want something that's more rock pop, techno, drum and bass, industrial, 16-bit Sega is the way to go without a doubt. So it depends on what style you like. Yeah! Liana, why are you screaming? They attacked the monk. But are you okay? I think so. The monk took the brunt of the blow. Everyone, we must protect Liana. Not worried about our monks. But Elwin, they have families too. I don't want to hear it. Oh, tell it to Scott. He's looking pretty bad right now. Okay, Scott, I know you're not a priority right now, but I would rather you not lose either, so I think we're going to have to make a tactical retreat with him ASAP. Just pull him out of there as far as he can go. Because he's not done with his treasure hunt, we still have a mission for him. And it's about to become impossible if I'm not careful. Will you change your instructions? Not just yet. Hopefully Loren heals, because him and his men need it. I was going to cast a fireball, but screw it! We're just going to throw him into the fire. Himself. Shit! They're too strong! Yes, we are. And we're going to get another level, so we're stronger. How do you like that? He didn't get any stats, but at level 4, his magic should be more potent in theory. And Scott, you just want to kick back? Hopefully, he will not gun for you, because you're kind of exposed still. I don't think he will. I haven't played this game as much as the Langrisser 2 version. I don't know this game nearly as well as that one, as far as the AI and how they tend to operate, but I'm fairly confident. Yep. I figured he would go that way. This is good. Scott is safe for the moment. So, you know, if they all gunned for Hein right now, he would actually be in trouble. But because the way the AI is scripted, that soldier would take too much damage attacking Hein, so he's holding off. I think that's why he won't attack. Not because he couldn't take out Hein, but because he doesn't want to take too much damage either. But Hein couldn't kill him. He doesn't have enough health to do so. That's the way the mechanics work here. So, anyway. Alright. They're just gonna leave the store open. The register's out. We're just gonna help ourselves. This one time. But I say that, we've got a lot more to deal with. Surround them! If we work together, they won't stand a chance! Oh shit! Even more Imperial soldiers! Everybody's got potty mouths today. But this is war. It's fair. Someone is coming! What have we here? It seems the Imperial Army is yet again bullying weaklings. You bastard! Mind your own business or die by my blade! I was just passing through, but I'll help you against the Imperial Army. Hey, Redhead! Let me give you a piece of advice. You need to keep your cool, and stop being so reckless. Who is this guy, and where is he from? He doesn't seem to be one of the Imperials, but he's kind of aggravating. That's Elwin's opinion, not mine. I am happy to have him on our side, whoever he may be, mystery man. He's about to make his presence known really quick. And if he wants to pick up any experience for himself along the way, I won't oppose. Well then, which one looks most challenging? Ah, those guys look like they'll be entertaining. It's Roga the Gladiator. Got plenty of soldiers with them, so let's see what they can do. And I think he gives them a pretty decent attack boost under that class, so yeah, they're going to be able to hold their own. They take it as well as they dish it. So those fights will go 50-50, I think. But they'll be slightly in his favor. And fun fact, I was really tempted to make Elwin a gladiator during the character quiz. But I compared the stats. After a lot of messing around, I could have made him a gladiator with one less attack and one higher defense than his bishop counterpart. But I ultimately decided on bishop for the magic. Best me? Do you know who I am? You will in a moment. Because he is now down to 7. I would like Roga to maximize the XP on the field here, but I don't know if it'll pan out that way. Well, actually I do, but you guys don't. Just playing along here. We'll see how it goes. But I was tempted to make Elwin a gladiator because gladiators have a movement of 6, which is one better than the standard 5 for most classes. In the end though, couldn't pass up on Fireball and Force Heal. We're gonna change our directions. What are we gonna do with her? Liana, you'll be safe by my side. I think I'm ready to deal with you. So yeah, you follow me. Are you sure? Thank you, Elwin. I wouldn't want to trouble you. No matter the trouble, I'll defend you with my life. Don't leave my side. For now. Okay. Yeah, until I get tired of you. Just playing, just playing. I actually don't mind Liana. I know some folks don't really care for her too much. I'm thinking of the YouTuber Harvester of Eyes in particular. If you've watched his videos, you already know how he feels about her. And that's fine, you know, I still enjoy his stuff. I'm not one of those people that gets too bent out of shape about that because, first of all, she's not even my favorite character, but I don't dislike her. Oh, in the clearing in the woods, we find small footprints, eh? One set of footprints leads towards a small hole. Do you want to look inside? Sure, let's just stick our hand in there and we'll pull out some swift boots. Great job, Scott. Your deed is done. I don't care what happens for the rest of the fight. I will try to keep him alive, but, you know, that was what we kept him around for. Loren is still dealing with Laird. Not really making any headway, but he's still ticking, still kicking. And Roga is doing the right thing so far. Making the most of his men, cleaning up, getting experience. Yeah, this is going very well. And maybe I can get Scott back up to, say, 8 health. And that way he won't be able to outright kill a full health commander, but he can get them low enough to where somebody else can finish it up. That's my plan. But first things first, gotta patch him up. And I see them down there trying to trap Hein. Yeah. They think he's trapped in there with them. But no, they're trapped with him. And he's gonna make them regret their decisions very soon. Don't worry about Liana. She's got that good defense in the forest. And down goes Loren. I'm done for. Father, you can't fight anymore in that condition. Please retire from the field. Then I'll trust you to hold off the enemy. You must get Liana to safety. Quick, after the girl. So Loren's done. We saw it coming. No sword for us. And feel the wrath of Hein. He wanted that sword that he can't hold. I take pride in having served the Empire. That's great. That's even better as we got to level 7 with Hein. That's very good. Getting closer and closer to that class change. That'll hopefully be next scenario. Won't be this map. I'm not that ambitious. How can I don't know. But thank you for the level. A little slower for Elwin, but it's fine. He'll get there eventually. Priorities, priorities. We don't have too much left here. Roga has been doing exceptionally well for being an NPC. And this might be the end of him. It is! How could I have made such a mistake? Shit. I had the tactical advantage. How could I have been defeated? Well, simple. You ran away. You gave up. That's how you lost. And the scenario's cleared. Hein, level up. Scott, don't care. And Liana, don't care. Oh, Roga, we do care. He got to level 5. 2 levels in this battle, I think. Halt, stranger. What's your business? Too late. He's already gone. Thanks for helping us. I'm Elwin, a traveler. Who are you, anyway? I'm Roga, a mercenary. So, what do the Imperials want with the girl? Honestly, we don't know either. For now, we're just trying to get her to safety. She won't tell us anything. That's it? Not a very interesting story so far. Come on, man. It's just the 2nd chapter. Give us a chance. Well, I can't reveal much about myself for personal reasons. Maybe someday I'll be able to tell you more. I bet it's quite a bitch having the Empire after you, isn't it? Yeah, you could say that. Look, as much as I'd love to chat, we really must be off. We're on our way to a stole to seek the priest's help. A stole? I'm on my way there as well, actually. Really? In that case, let's go together. No, I'm not hitting on you. By the way, Liana, do you have any idea what the Imperial Knights want with you? None at all. I don't quite believe her. At any rate, let's hurry. More Imperial reinforcements may come at any time. What are you hiding in your background, girl? Open that closet door. There's something there. But we'll have to wait to find out what it is. In the meantime, we're getting the maximum points for this. That's good. Those points, I think, will eventually allow us to increase the amount of attack revision we give to our troops, which, now that I think about it, doesn't really help us because, yeah. So, ignore this screen. But it does let us keep track of who we've defeated and how much money we're getting, so I guess there's that. All things considered, not a terrible outcome. We managed to get more experience than I expected. That's it for Scenario 2. Please join me next time where we take on the very lengthy, very migraine-inducing Scenario 3. Until then, have a wonderful day, stay safe, and hopefully, I'll see you soon.